The blue-green bridge was originally made for Art Sonja Center in Korea, so that means it was a site-specific piece. I just picked the location where there's a really long wall, and my piece was actually in between the wall. It was fairly long. It was 12-meter long, and so basically that piece was literally and figuratively connects and separates these two spaces. The piece was actually made out of tiny clear plastic figurines, which is like 6 centimeter high. I sculpted original figures in wax and sent it to the toy factory, and then they mass produced for me. And I individually glued the figures onto the base. And one end was blue. The colors of the figures were blue, and the other one was green. And the merges or blends in the center. So when you look at the piece from the side, it's a kind of the color spectrum from blue to green, which symbolize this idea of migration from one culture to the other. And I've been always interested in this notion of transitional space. For example, like a hallway or staircase or the entrance to a building, the space where people use to go to their final destination. So the space that doesn't come across as its own space. The title of the wallpaper is Who Am We? And I know it's grammatically incorrect in English, but since I'm a foreigner, it's easier for me to play with the language. I mean, basically that piece deals with this blurry boundaries between individual and the collective, and it deals with those issues optically. And what I did was I scanned the ID pictures, thousands of ID pictures, and also I asked my relatives and friends to bring, their pictures, and then it wasn't really enough. So I asked them to ask their friends and their relatives. So I scanned those images into the computer and reduced the size to that size, which is like 5 millimeter. I have collected around 40,000 unique faces, and they are all the different genders, different age groups, and things like that. From the distance, what you see is just grayish, brownish, vast field of. I mean, it's like a kind of monochromatic, like color field painting. But when you get closer to the work, some would recognize there's something going on, but from my previous experience, probably 2/3 of audience just would miss and just pass along the piece. But that's okay. If someone discover there's like small faces, and then that will also draw other people's attention, and that they will that would direct the people to experience the piece.